internet. This is the most important section of any video ever made. It is Canibus from me. Master Thesis versus Aesop Rock. Now, this could go either way for me because these guys are both insane in their own right. Let's get into Master Thesis by Canibus. This is LP's recommendation. Here we go.
A dynamic duo.
Joint effort.
This is the master thesis underneath the deepness. Come to myclub.net where you can read this. Run a plot on the map in hyperspacia. From the Society for Scientific Exploration. Color is vibration, vibration is sound. Sound resonates through the mouth. Check it out, what I say vibrates no less than 9 ways. South, southeast, west, southwest, east, north, northeast, northwest. And the black and white images fade to gray sound waves. Trap my adversaries like a mouse in a maze with a bewildering array of lyrical display. The best abyss, orbitally rearranged modal atomic elements with a depth intelligence, the highest professorship. My English etiquette compels me to not say it if I can't spell it, bitch. My circularized third eye sees all. Atlantis was surrounded by 4 sea walls. I read 1/4 of the Library of Alexandria before it was burnt to the floor. I wish I could have learned more about the shapes of the sacred geometry they used to draw. They were new millennium, but Euclidean in form, ancient in many ways, not nearly as old, carved from Egyptian gold, molded in Assyria with processed beryllium by the quintillion. They cooked on symmetrical stoves with my logo etched above the hole where they inserted the coal, and they barbecued burns to the bone, and they burned incense in the Buckminster Fuller type dome. I talked to Mr. Fuller over the phone, and he said he had a contract to rebuild Rome. He said he didn't want to do it alone. I told him I was busy writing poems, but I think about going. The process was slow and the dough was low, but I took it as the perfect opportunity to grow. Plus I had never traveled that far from home, but I heard about the beauty of Sidonian snow, neon green grass, statues made from translucent glass. I'd be crazy to pass. I like Algerian jazz, the blue twilight band that plays tunes from a laser black sax. It sounds so laid back, it helps me relax. I bought the album after seeing K-Pax. Oh, how I miss
Love K-Pax.
I was told pharyngo amygdalus did not exist. You have a minus case of scaphocephalus. I prescribed some neo-gothic antibiotics, words concocted from the lyrical locksmith. Deadly as 10 droplets of ricin toxin. From every angle the competition gets boxed in, as Dr. C indoctrinates his doctrine. Translate the English alphabet to the omega text. Life is now but death is next. Postborn out of bell from the belly of hell. Communicate through diatonic and pentatonic scale. These dark side tales might affect sales. I set sail to hunt down and wreck sperm whales. Use the aphrodisiac to get a female. Call Ginger, tie her up and drink her ginger ale. Grand Marnier for me, Scotch on the rocks for you. Your vocab is smaller than a cockatoos. In the studio with James Lipton, reminiscing about the script that was written before the beginning. All of a sudden the booze turned to applause.
Fight Club,
Jaws stronger than the Caninde macaws. Can't even count the balls I've expended so far. Don't wanna rap no more, it's been so long. I wish the clock would hurry up and tick. I'm out in the bush and the sticks, humping 100 clicks. Dr. Scholes gave me a good fit. Me and him went to school together back in '86 when I was really ill. Putting flank energy in a rhyme the size of a Tylenol pill. You wanna laugh now and cast your belligerent doubt? Show you what poetry's really about. The side effects that make you pass out, followed by skin rash, itching, diarrhea, nausea, and dry mouth. You want a timeout? You better spit a rhyme out before the community of real MCs die out. College students say to me, you ain't smart. Record label A&R say this ain't art. These are the contents of the covenant of the ark. Listen to my chest beat, tell me this ain't hard. You gotta be as obsequious as the disciples of Jesus. This is my master thesis.
What is this, LP? 2005?
No, this would have been 01, 02.
Oh, 102. So,
Right.
my
club?
How many hours have I spent on like Alexandria and Atlantis and Sumeria and like fucking all these old ancient alien show type stuff? I fucking love all of it. I think it's so engaging. I don't know. I don't believe in any of it. I just love hearing about it. I love hearing about the concepts. Just the lyrical content is unmatched. Like if you listen to every bar for bar, there's an hour-long YouTube documentary you can watch about that bar. You know, like it's all so mixed together so perfectly to tell a perfect tale of what he was into at this time. Happened to be that I was into the same things, mostly because of his influence. This is a masterpiece. The beat is fucking fantastic. He doesn't get too aggressive. He's not trying to be something that he's not. He's being pure, unadulterated, unfiltered cannabis in his most deepest thoughts. I love that. I love the conspiracy aspect and the hyper reality, hyper imagery. I love what he does with his bars. I mean, it's perfect for me. It's an 11 for me. Like I want Canibus to win this whole fucking thing, and I always have. So yeah, I'm gonna give that an 11. Ignacio, what do you say?
This was dope. The beat. This is probably the best beat I've ever heard Canibus on.
That's
I'll give you that for sure. He's been on some beats before where there's like so much going on, and then he's got so much going on in his bars, so it's just so much going on. You know what I mean? Like you're just like whoa, overload sometimes, right?
Audio attack.
You know what I mean? But this was well paced. Like it was easy to follow the bars. And the bars were still intricate, and they were still layered. There were still doubles. There was still a lot of his technical ability in these bars, but they were set at a pace that was much more digestible. Mm-hmm. You know, so this was dope. I'm gonna say this was an 8.5. This was dope.
And this is the tone of Canibus experiments with tones and volumes of his voice he has throughout the years.
I would prefer this.
This dialed in tone's fantastic.
Yeah,
Chuck,
I prefer this tone. You're right.
So this, I like this. I did. I liked it quite a bit. Especially for Canibus, it's one of his tracks where I would say fewer tracks where the complexity of his bars are not centered around different ways to flex. And where he's not just all talking about himself and his dopeness, and because a lot of his tracks are
intellectual.
They have
flex.
But that's still like the subject matter of the flex. Still that. This was not that, and I appreciated that. Actually liked the beat. It was put together real well. The bars themselves, there's a lot going on there. Not all of it actually makes sense. And I don't mean this in the sense of it's like obtuse or you got to think about it too hard. Like there's some of those bars where it's just like these are complicated words to put together and sounds like it makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. Like processing beryllium by the quintillion, the Assyrians, like it. Beryllium's not a thing you do that with, like, and the ancients wouldn't have done that either, but and like just there were like bars scattered throughout that were like complicated to sound complicated but didn't actually make sense. That was not all of it, and that was not most of it. So overall I give it a 9. That was a dope track.
Preston, what are you saying?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really, really liked the beat. I thought it was my favorite Canibus beat I've ever heard. It's not my favorite Canibus bars. Yeah, I'm with Chuck a little bit. I felt like they were a little generic, a little kind of pieced together. But all said is still 8.75. I would listen to this a bunch of times.
LP.
I'm like shaking with excitement. I'm so pleased. I'm just so pleased it's over.
We went over pretty good. It went over pretty good.
Yeah, buddy. Good. I mean,
yes. It's
just, I mean, a superb example of elite lyricism. The imagery that you can create from this song. I mean, this is just top drawer for me. I agree. This is an 11 out of 10. This is what every person in this subgenre of like lyrical miracle hip hop strives for their entire career. Absolutely. The pen game is just profound. So
11. Okay, now the challenger, Aesop Rock. Let's do it. This one is called Dorks.
Question. If I died in my apartment like a rat in a cage, would the neighbors smell the corpse before the cat ate my face? I used to floss the albatross like daddy came with the chain. I'm trying to jettison the ballast with the hazardous waste. The kid is comfortably numb, routine a tedious crutch. Steep in a self-imposed Stockholm and Lima in flux. Maybe an occupation popular with demons and ducks. Mid any mingling akin to being seasoned and stuffed. to theater and jumping jellyfish. Jealous little sycophants, miserable and flimsy from the skippies to the pissy pants. Each one separately convinced they're sketching with Da Vinci's hands. Delusion turn a communication a prison camp. You fucking dorks ain't a threat to the cause. There ain't a lesson we can learn from the ostensibly lost. I think it's funny when defendants from identical haunts step out the tempest to measure of what the spectrum involves. Maybe no one cares. Party over here, I'll be over there.
Don't need no help. By myself, don't need no help. By myself.
I used to hang around with rappers at the root of the scene. And man, a lot to feel the fugitive community breathe. Maybe the sentimental is to be truly naive. I know some shit about your heroes that you wouldn't believe. I think we're all a bunch of weirdos on a quest to belong. The songs are echolocation up in impregnable fog. That's why it's odd to see a pile of imperfections and flaws. Ascend a pedestal to patronize the rest of the cards in a mess of obnoxious fantasy, posturing and pageantry. I ain't even mad, I'm impressed, shit, it's baffling. God almighty, chopping ivory tower to piano keys. Play your own dirge on the way to surfing Maggot Beach. You fucking dorks ain't a source of the art. You can't be cooler than the corners where you source all your parts. The poker face, all it takes a couple sorted remarks. We let the manicore out, we make the sorcery bark. Life is so unfair. Party over here, I'll be over there.
Don't need no help. By myself, don't need no help. By myself.
I view the rattling of sabers like a show to expose insecurities exploding in emotional code. When braggadocio to go from mostly jokey to gross. Corrode a homie till his probity is notably ghost. Before the hobby was a job, he was a miniature help. You would wobble around your mama like an infant gazelle. The disillusionment has truly been a difficult pill. But you was anything menacing as a difficult sell. And a whistling bellorama. Black mollies to dress up like piranha. It's not even compelling melodrama. It's a comedy, somebody wanna shop you as a saga. I'm very voluntarily persona non grata. You fucking dorks ain't the leaders we need. This ain't the medium believers out to weasel and breed. I'm offering coffee with the paupers over tea with the queen. Don't make them show the regency what disobedient means. Heavy load to bear. Party over here, I'll be over there.
I mean, tough call. They like Chuck was saying, they are both kind of lyrical, miraculously just putting together a bar that it might make sense contextually, but in relevance to the rest of the song is kind of out of place in its own little island in a sea of islands. He's like that too, where there may have been some underlying contextual symmetry to the song that I'm too dumb to understand, but for the most part, it sounded like individual bars or 2 or 3 bars interconnected to just form a long song, which is kind of what Lyrical Miracle is. So it's funny to put these two against each other because they're doing kind of the same thing very, very differently. But their energy and their point is the same, to be lyrically creative, poetic, using a big vocabulary, double entendres, complex writing, very, very similar. However, Canibus is my guy, and he's my idol. I look up to him like a father almost. It's weird. And Aesop is great, and he's impressive, very impressive, skilled. Like there's no comparing these two because it's just they're in their own little worlds. But I gotta go Canibus. I'm still gonna give this a 9.8 though. It was fucking a mastercraft. But I'm going Canibus. What are you saying, Ignacio?
Okay, so very similar to Canibus. This is probably the best Aesop Rock beat I've ever the best beat I've heard Aesop Rock on. Let me fix that. Same thing with the good pick, man, because this really, really felt again as digestible as the Canibus track too, where that, Aesop does have a lot going on in his bars, and even though it sounds like he's using pretty simple language to get it across, the like Pick and Choose said, he's conceptual. So like even though the words are used, it may not be this over super creative long words and things like that. The words that he's stringing together to convey his ideas is like, okay, I get that, and you put that in real simple terms for me to get, and damn, dude, I think I'm gonna go 9, and I think Aesop.
You bastard. Chuck, what's in?
So, okay, I think yes, he's very conceptual, and but putting the words together in a complicated way to get across your concept is cool if people get your concept. I didn't get the concept with the second verse. Second verse was cohesive. I got the concept. The third one lost me halfway. The first one didn't seem to come together until the end. I don't know, just like the second verse was all good. The first and third just kind of didn't for me, and that is a common theme with Aesop, other than a lot of Aesop tracks with me, like I don't get any of it. But so I don't know, like the Canibus track, the track as a whole seemed to have a consistent thing it was conveying, that concept wise that came across. This still just leaves a big question mark with me. Other than the second verse, I got the second verse, and but the rest of it, I was like, the fuck is he talking about? That being said, I'm gonna put this at a, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna put it at 7.5. Just because, like, I don't know, there's a lot of skill there, but like, what the fuck are you trying to get across? I don't know.
Right.
This goes to Canibus.
Wow, thanks, Chuck. So everybody, there's 15 people watching, but only 11 votes. So that means 4 of you have not voted. Please get to your phone and vote. It's important. Press what he said.
Yeah, so to me, I love the beat. I love the sample. I love just the pacing of it and the chorus. I love the chorus. To me, I feel like he's talking about like a mainstream rapper or a couple of mainstream rappers. Maybe even he knew them. Like he's talking about someone specific.
Yeah, they seem pretty clear in the second verse. I don't know what he was talking about in the first and third, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole thing was about them. It's just in the second verse he kind of like pointed them out a little bit. To me, it's like 9.5. It's dope as shit.
Who are you giving it to?
Aesop all day.
God damn it. LP, what do you say?
I'm disappointed. Okay, this was good. This was what happens for me when I listen to Aesop rock tracks, it's like it's coming in through the door of the living room, and then by the time you're done, you're at like a fiber of the couch. And it's like, how did I get here? And if you're not paying attention every step of the way, you do tend to get lost. So sometimes it takes a couple of replays and like focusing in on what he's going for. But yeah, another elite lyricist. This was a good matchup. This was a really good matchup. Very smart, especially with the 2 particular tracks that we have here.
Very well played on both your ends, as far as your picks were concerned. Very well played.
Who was I against here?
Presto.
Fucking Presto. 58% say Aesop. So unfortunately, Canibus is not going to the finals, but Aesop Rock will do a fantastic job in the finals.